My name is Mae Ville.
My name is Maexmae.
My name is Mae Ruth.
And today we'll be talking about why it is important to start budgeting now.
So before we begin, we'd like to say hi to Janil Langga from Santa Fe, Bukidnon.
Uy, silingan!
Miriam Miranda of Bacoor.
Hi!
Hi! Ayesha from Valencia City, Bukidnon.
Uy, silingan po, silingan. Neighbor!
And hi to Copy Ruthie or Esan.
Wow, si Copy Rothy. Hindi ko alam kung ano yung totoong pangalan mo. Hello! Thank you very much for watching. If you have seen our previous episode about budgeting, yung kasama ko noon ay si MM. So she shared her story as to how she began budgeting. In fact, when we talked about it, she was already 26, I believe, and she started budgeting when she was 20 years old. Basically, she was already used to budgeting. In fact, she was budgeting on her own, hindi ko na siya sinasamahan. And interestingly, itong mga kapatid ko, si maexmae, who is 22 years old, si Shing, who's 19, have started their budgeting journey as well. So, ready na ba kayong i-share ang inyong journey? Yeah. Ang unang tanong, may pera bang iba-budget? Hopefully also, if you are somebody who has been thinking na I really want to start my journey but I have so many questions in my mind, baka pareho din kayo ng mga iniisip na tong dalawa. So hopefully, it will give them an insight also. Are you ready?
Sure.
Yeah. By the way, guys, I'd like you to stay at the end of the video because we will be giving away an item. Something that we really love, and I hope that, you know, the one that we'll be giving away is something that will be essential also in your budgeting journey. And wherever you are in the Philippines, we will be shipping it to you. So stay at the end of the video. Alright? So let's begin! Question and answer time. Do you already budget? Umayos ng sagot. Nag-budget ka na ba noon?
Yes, I used to budget, pero the basic lang.
Okay, so basic. They might be curious. So, anong klaseng basic? What do you mean by basic?
You already talked about it in one of your videos, the save, spend, give, and grow.
Oh, yeah. These are 4 items, especially for the young ones, para matuto talaga to allocate money. Is it the same thing as you?
Same.
Okay.
In 4 jars.
4 jars. So, ginagawa ni Shing naman, nag-allocate siya yung save in 1 jar, spend in 1 jar, give in 1 jar, grow in 1 jar. Okay, so the same as you. Jar ka din. Totoo yan. Walang sinungaling dito, ha? Walang magsisinungaling. Okay. Bakit parang guilty? Hindi pa na-sustain? Okay, so yung next question naman, what made you decide? Kasi si MM, nung nagsimula siyang mag-budget, actually ako yung nag-impose sa kanya. Kasi she joined me in Dubai back then. And sabi ko, before your first salary comes, we have to sit down and we have to already plan and plot where your salary should go para hindi talaga, masayang yung pera. Pero etong dalawa naman, sila talaga yung kusang lumapit sa akin. And they said, ate, mag-budget na tayo. Turuan mo na kaming mag-budget. So, what made you decide, ready na ako for adult budgeting? Ready na ako. Adult pa talaga.
I'm 22 years old. Compared to M before, when she was 21 years old, she already had a job.
Yes.
But for me, I'm still schooling. So there's something inside me that tells me that I really need to budget because it will really give a very big impact to me in the future.
Okay, yeah. So you feel like it's one of the things that you have to prepare for as early as now because in the future, you will benefit from it. Okay. Nakita mo bang nagbe-benefit ka mo? You already had the foresight. I need it, so I have to start now.
And because of you, I knew the importance of budgeting and saving money.
Bakit?
Because I don't want na in the future, if I have a family, I will be, that will be one thing that we will be arguing about.
Yeah, so you just want to position already. You want to be prepared. So ikaw naman, she's 19. Mas bata kung si MM nagsimula. I started, I was 22, I think. I was 22 or 23. MM started when she was 20, turning 21. Si Mikmik, she's 22 now. Ikaw, 19. Okay, so what made you say, ate, I'm ready for adulting 101?
As a teenager who...
Wow, sarap naman. Sana ako teenager. Ang layo ko na, Jai. 34 na, Jai.
So, as a teenager who's approaching adulthood, I really want to change something about myself na to be mature na talaga na to think about my future because it's good to think of your future ahead.
Oh, that's nice. I like it. Oh, very deep. I wish I was like that when I was 19. That's very good when you have, kusa talaga na you want to learn. Because, again, I think budgeting, this is something that I really believe and I love teaching also because I believe it is the foundation of everything sa financial life mo. When you have a solid budgeting foundation talaga, you know that somehow you'll get peace of mind, right? So, you've made the right choice. So, bottom line, you have the choice to begin now. You decide, you choose, and then you take action. If you don't mind, Mick and Shing, to share how you began your journey also.
Nung una, nag-presentation si ate ng budgeting sa simbahan. And then second was in the dinner table. Nag-one-on-one kami.
Oo, one-on-one. So, pinakita ko sa'yo talaga yung mga slides. What is budgeting? Yung mga ganon. Why is it important? Oo.
Then I really felt like I'm an adult now.
Like shaking the step.
Na-pressure eh.
Ikaw na-pressure.
So young.
Ikaw.
The same thing.
The same thing. Baka nagtaka kayo, bakit naka-PowerPoint talaga? Because I do budgeting seminars. And so, sabi ko, since they're interested, so might as well present to them also. If you're curious kung ano yung content ng presentation na yon, some of those were already discussed in our vlog, previous vlog. I think savings for a millennial, savings for couples. Marami kami, we have a playlist for that, all about savings and budgeting, how to be financially independent. So you just check it out. We went down to the essential things that you should save up for. So ano yun?
From there, tinuruan kami ni ate ng 6 pillars in which you really need to save for those 6 things.
Okay. So, walang exception. Dapat pag-ipunan mo talaga.
It's the fixed things.
Yeah. We also tackled that, but for the benefit of those who just watched us now, so ano yung 6 na yun, Mick?
So the first is retirement fund, insurance, investment, emergency, holiday, and lastly is love gift or tithes.
Yes, you're right. So these are very important and I'll run through it very quickly for you. So retirement is something that you owe for your future self. Retirement fund is something you don't touch. You save, you don't touch it. Second one is yung investment fund. So yung investment fund, this is where your money grows. So dito ka kukuha ng pera para i-roll, 'di ba? Para lumaki yung pera mo. The good thing about having an allocated investment fund is kung papasok ka sa negosyo, hoping na, okay, baka maganda tong business na to. And then, in the end, the business didn't work out. At least, alam mo na yung nasayang na pera is 2,000 lang. Kasi, if hindi siya naka-allocate, inubos mo lahat, so wala na. So that's the good thing about having an allocated fund simply for investments. Number 3 is yung emergency fund. Unexpected events happen, somebody in the family gets sick, you lose a loved one, so this can be very pricey. That's why an emergency fund is important kasi dun ka huhugot.
Sale is not an emergency.
Yeah, sale is not an emergency. So, halimbawa, may si Shopee, 3-3 sale, yung mga ganon, it's not an emergency, or is it? So, it's not an emergency. And then, the fourth one is holiday. You know, life should not just be pure sacrifices and suffering. Also, you have to enjoy life. See, you're saving up for the holidays. Kung magbabakasyon kayo, or maybe birthdays, monthsary, anniversaries, baka kailangan yung lumabas, so you get it from there. Holiday fund. Yes, and the fifth one is the insurance fund. Very important as well because the younger you are na nag-invest sa insurance, the cheaper it is. Critical illness is very expensive pag nagkasakit ka. So, once you have an insurance, at least you get to have the peace of mind na kung ano man yung mangyari, yung ibang mga funds mo hindi magagalaw because when it comes to your health and your life, you are already protected. And sa number 6 naman is
Charity or tithes.
yes, charity or tithes. It's always good na while we are receiving blessings from the Almighty Father, it's also good to give back. So sabi nga ni Maya Angelou, what you get, you give. When you learn, you teach.
So there are fixed items, as Ate said, but there are also things that we call as add-ons. So these are things that are personal to us. So they're customized funds such as material funds, learning fund, or hobby fund, or it's up to you what you want to add.
Yes, like tulad kay Mikmik, ano ba yung add-ons mo na unique na I really like also?
Dream home.
Yeah, so meron siyang Dream Home Fund. So sa Dream Home Fund yan, nakakategorize pa talaga yun. Meron siyang Dreamland, Dream House, Dream Furniture. So pinag-iipunan na niya as early as now. Add-ons are personal to you. These are things that matter to you. Say for example, material fund, you want to allocate for things that you also want. If you want to get married, then you save up for your wedding fund. If you are planning to have kids, then you save up for your child fund or maternity fund, something like that. So it's something that's close to you, something that's personal to you. Meron naman talagang yung basic naman din talaga. Ito na yung allowance mo, right? Like yung house, grocery, yung load or internet mo, di ba? But we won't be tackling about that because we already discussed that in our previous vlog. Apart from the expenses, what you really have to save up for, again, are those fixed items and then yung mga add-ons. So next question, when I started budgeting, I placed it in a paper. I think diniscuss ko na din yan noon. Nasa notebook ako and then ballpen. Ikaw, saan ka?
Excel.
Make, ikaw naman.
Also same.
Oo. And then, how often do you monitor your budget? How often do we sit down?
Once a month.
Yeah, we sit down. Tayo din, once a month. It's important na uupuan talaga. So, I told them, I will sit with you. I will see how your budgeting goes, kung magkano yung inalot nila. Tapos, chine-check ko talaga sa bangko nila if it matches. Kasi baka mga gawa-gawa lang tayo, mga design, mga magic, may mga magic numbers. Oh. So, ang ginagawa ko is binibilang ko talaga magkano yung nakasulat, kung nagmamatch ba siya sa bangko, at saka sa cash on hand niyo. And then, so far, may mga struggles ba?
Sometimes, like, hindi nagmamatch yung mga numbers. That's why I find it very convenient that Ate and I meet once a month because I ask questions.
Oo. Something also, I think we discussed this. You have to check my video with MM because we discussed there also how MM does her Excel and how she does it, pareho lang dito sa kanilang dalawa.
So, Ate, I remembered that we identify how much cash flow I get every month.
Yes. As you begin your journey talaga, you have to identify magkano yung pumapasok sa akin. You are like Mikmik and Shing who are still students. Ate, we are not given allowance because we just stay here at home. But then, sabi ko na they also have expenses kasi may mga project din, ganyan. So, I said, let's set a specific amount. Kung magkano ba talaga dapat yung at least na hindi mo na i-compute yung transportation mo, di ba? Yung wala ka ng board and lodging kasi you stay here at home. So, kinumpute namin yun. So, may specific amount sila. And I think also, somehow, these girls are lucky because may allocated sila talaga na pera for their college education. They get just a little amount naman. Parang allowance lang talaga, no? Na para for you to say, para talaga matuto kang mag-budget. I want to hear your thoughts. Say, for example, may magsasabi na, Ate May, what about me? I'm a student. And then, wala naman akong allowance, so what should I do? Or, secondly also, meron namang pumapasok sa akin na pera, pero it's not enough.
It's not about what you earn, but it's how much you save.
Okay.
Kahit 100 pesos pa yan or 1,000 pesos, it doesn't matter as long as you allocate in your fund.
No
Yes,
matter
kahit,
how small.
No matter how small. Diba? Kahit piso yan. Oo, I agree.
So it's true that it's not about how much money you have, but how much you save. Because the important thing at the end of the day is that you're building a habit for yourself.
Oh, if you're somebody who's a student and sabi mo, Ate May, what if, hindi naman ako binibigyan ng allowance? Ito, honest to goodness, and, it might work, it might not work. Maybe this is something you can also open up to your parents na I'm in the journey of actually wanting to learn how to budget and to save. Baka pwede namang pahingi ng kahit 500 pesos for 1 month, right? Na expenses ko as a student kasi alam ko hindi naman na ako pumupunta sa eskwelahan. Pero at least, I will learn how to budget also. Or kahit 200 lang yan, di ba? If you're a student, kung hindi ka binibigyan. If you're someone who is working, I think all the more it's important. Kahit sabihin natin, what's coming inside my pocket, it's not a lot. All the more you have to learn how to budget and save because this is something that I really, really believe na if hindi tayo marunong mag-control ng konting pera pa nga lang, paano pa kaya pag maraming pera na? Pag tayo marunong nang mag-budget, bigyan man tayo ng ilang milyon, madali na lang sa atin because we have already created a system. Kahit piso or 10 pesos lang yan ilagay mo sa retirement, investment, or anong funds man yan yung paglalaanan mo, do that because Ngayon, yes, maybe it's just a phase na medyo tight talaga yung pera, but you know, you have built a habit already that you know na dahil sa sipag at syaga, things got better, and you already know and you already have it in you to budget and to save. Kaya, patuloy man lang, regardless of the amount, mag-allocate lang talaga ng pera. Ito, last question, because a lot of people have been asking where we put our money. So, ipakita mo sa kanila, Shing, where you put your money. Ayan.
This is an example of where we put our money.
Yeah, yung retirement fund niya, yung allowance niya, that's the notebook. Ayan.
Wow.
Bubuksan mo ba? Makikita ko nila yung laman nito. Ikaw, Mick, how many do you have?
I have 2.
Yeah, so Mick has 2. So, may personal siya, and I think for her business also. So, may dalawa siya. Ayan, charot. Oh. By the way, acknowledge muna natin, nasa kwarto kami ni Shing. Nakaano kami. So, Shing has 1, si Mick has 2, I have 4.
Power.
4. I love these folders so much because the good thing about this is, it is a binder. So, pwede mo lang siyang buksan ng ganyan. And then, see for example, milk. Okay, this is Noah's folder. So, milk. Pag halimbawa pupunta ako sa grocery or mag-order ako sa Shopee or Lazada, alam ko, ito lang talaga. Pag deliver, dito lang kukuha. Ayan, or ilalagay ko sa bag. And then, because it's a ziplock, maganda siya kasi hindi siya mapupunit. Because also, it's a plastic ziplock. Kaya hindi talaga siya mapupunit. Gusto ko i-stress, the reason why it's important to start budgeting now, it's actually better kung halimbawa katulad ka kay Shing na 19 years older, kay Mick na 22. Because life is simpler. Admit it or not, yung mga momshies dyan, alam niya na marami ka nang iisipin. Then, you know, as you grow older, your life becomes more complex. So, you have more things to save up for, more expenses. So, it's important that as you start, you know, alam mo na yung mga priorities mo, and then you can just add along the way. That's why Shing only has 1, Mick has 2, because now she's entering into certain stuff, kaya dumami na. So again, it grows. So, I wish you all the best. Ayan, I wish you all the best. Dapat talaga mag-ipon tayo. And speaking of money folders, minention namin kanina that we will be giving away an item that is going to be essential also in your budgeting journey. And having said that, we are going to give away... Tada! Ayan! We will be giving away 1 money folder to 1 lucky winner. Ayan!
Wow!
Okay, so we'll be shipping it to you wherever you are in the Philippines. I know marami kaming mga minamahal din na nasa iba't ibang bansa. Jeddah, meron sa Australia, meron sa Canada, sa US, meron sa Middle East who are following us. Thank you very much. You can still join. If you win, we can just ship it to your family member here in the Philippines, and baka makauwi ka anytime these days, and then at least the folder is there waiting for you. Alright, so again, we'll be giving away 1 money folder. It's a money folder with 10 ziplocs. Ayan, so enough na siya actually, especially if you're starting, then enough na siya to have your 6 pillars right there and your add-ons also. So how will you be able to get this money folder? Very, very simple.
So 2 steps. Number 1, tell us why budgeting is very important to you.
So number 2 is ask us any questions about budgeting or saving in the comments down below.
Ayan, so very easy guys, very easy. 2 steps. Comment down below with these 2 things. Number 1, why is budgeting important for you? Para sa'yo, kailangan ba talagang mag-budget? Why so? Okay? And then number 2 is...
Ask any question.
Any questions about budgeting and savings. And then, having said that, 2 weeks from now, we will be announcing also the winner. So, that's going to be a Sunday. We'll be announcing it 2 weeks from now kung sino yung nanalo. And together with that, kung sino man, kung ano yung mga tanong nyo about budgeting and saving, sasagutin din namin. Para isang, tayo. Ayan! Share this video to your friends, to your family, to your loved ones.
However, guys, if you're really excited on getting your very own budgeting envelope, follow us on maexmae.co on Instagram. We also have few stocks that we're selling.
Okay, so check us out, maexmae.co. So we have very, very few stocks of this also. That is if hindi na kayo makaantay. Pero if you can, ayan, mas masarap talaga. Ito kasi libre and then we'll ship it to you for free, diba? So this one, you are gonna win. Very simple steps, guys. Number 1, why is budgeting important for you? And then number 2, your question about budgeting and savings. And then 2 weeks from now, we are going to be announcing the winner. Big thank you very much. Thank you very much for sharing your budgeting experience. Hopefully, you learned something from these two ladies. Yes. Hopefully, in our budgeting journey again, it would be nice. It's my dream to really see a lot of people taking charge of their finances. And always, I say be bold, be brave, be unstoppable in reaching your financial goals. And with that said, take care, stay safe. We'll see you again next time. Bye!